on the tour, but I wanted to show you what we were given when we came. Now, this is a free tour, by the way. We did, you know, you can give donations to the group leader and to the different ghost towns we're going to help out, because most of them are owned privately. So we're doing that. But anyway, this is what they gave out when we got here. So it's a book, and it actually lists all of each of the stops that we're going to be making, and there's color photos. And you know, you think about this, and it's just a private group, and they're doing these color photos in this book. Is pretty good, pretty cool. And also, this is the oldest homestead house in southeastern Arizona. So this was the oldest homestead in southeastern Arizona. You should go in and take a look. And this is this house. Pretty cool that somebody actually lived in that. I mean, imagine there's nothing anywhere within probably 20 miles of here, and 20 miles was like a world away back then. Here's the shot of us driving along in our automobile. I think we're coming up on the Pearce Cemetery though. We're going to see if we can find some interesting markers here. Last time we were here, all the footage got corrupted, so I never was able to use it. Yeah, there's Olive Nichols, 1914 to 1914. Velma Nichols, 1914 to 1914. Now this stone is a Woodman of the World stone, and we found one of these in Clifton, Arizona. And I looked that up, and there's some information on Woodman of the World on that video. And this is a really cool headstone because it looks like a pile of cordwood stacked up. If you enjoy checking out videos of cemeteries, I actually have several on the channel. There's actually a playlist of cemeteries you might want to check out. We're entering into the town of Pearce, Arizona. Former mining town and now considered a ghost town. Let's go to jail. Look at the opening to the next space here. Is that original or? I don't know. Pretty small though, about 250 square feet. It's bigger than our box van though, by double. And this was the Pearce, Arizona jail. Here's the nice sleeping accommodations. It is about 15 degrees cooler in here. I mean, it's not cool. If it's 100 degrees out, it's gonna be 85 in here. But yeah, the whole thing is poured concrete, including the roof. It's pretty cool. And this is kind of cool, this little shovel that's right on the front. Never seen that before. This old war car that this looks like some kind of a loader. Oh, this is actually like an elevator, I think. Pull the ore up. I think that is an ore car. Well, it's an ore car inside, but I think it's an elevator back there to pull the ore up to the top of the shaft. Look at that big guy. Man, he can barely jump. Every time he jumps, he flips himself over. He's so big. Welcome to Pearce and the Ghost Town Trail. So this is basically, I guess officially the first ghost town, the first stop on the Ghost Town Trail. And we'll be continuing on through the other ghost towns. Well, we're back on the trail again. And next stop is going to be, according to our handy guide here, Cortland. Right now we're exploring Courtland, Arizona, an old ghost town. Pretty much wiped out in 1909, and we're gonna see some of the ruins that are left behind. So this sidewalk here was the only sidewalk in Cortland, and it was in front of an area called the Brick Block that had barbershop and little cafe and those kinds of things. So you can see these old walls. Old brick, this old red brick. These are all things left behind. So this was the Cortland General Store. I don't know if it was the Cortland General Store, but it was a Cortland General Store. And it's still standing for the most part. Wasn't made out of stamped concrete like the other buildings. It was actually made out of rock, but then stucco over top. It's cool there's no graffiti on this building.
That's very nice.
Yeah. We got the wood headers for the windows are still intact. This is a great example, I think, of stone building here. It's still standing. Obviously the roof's going to be made somewhat of wood, so it's going to rot out. Now this is all right along Ghost Town Trail. So there's not a lot of hiking, a little bit of walking here and there, but there's really not a lot of hiking involved. So this is another example of construction here, and our guide said this was a rental cottage. There's two of them identical.
This is the back side, actually.
Yeah.
The road on the front side.
Yeah, so these are on 2nd Street, which was on the other side. Not on the side that you approached from. Now, I'm sure you approached from it before. Somebody's into British broadcasting. Good for them. That was the level, the main level at that time, because they, that was the front door. But if you look out here, it's not really, I guess it's pretty close. Maybe it had some steps going up.
You said it was 2-story in the back.
So there's a lower story in the back, and that's where we're at right now.
Yep.
Let's see if we can check out this other side. I want to see if I can get to the 2nd Street side. I want to see if there's any dirt road over there or anything. Now this one has an addition of rock construction. You notice that? It's not pressed cement concrete. It's not poured concrete. Okay, yeah, we're getting up here. This is pretty easy. So this would have been the main level, the way that you would approach if you were coming into the cottage. I know there's some sun glare behind there, but I wanted to show this. So right here would have been a road. This would have been 2nd Street. I don't know, it looks a little bit clearer than some of the other areas. Maybe a little bit less debris, a little bit less growth, like weeds and that kind of thing. I could see that maybe that was because it was a road at one time. So you can see our caravan moving on in the distance, so I better get out of here for this one. We are at the Gleason Jail. You excited to go to jail again?
Yes, I've gone to jail here before.
Oh, good. Okay, so you can show me around.
I'll get my little card punched.
Okay, cool. So we're in Southeastern Arizona. Ancient handcuffs. Here's like, look at that, it's an old wind-up, portable record player. Smaller, had this old 78s. Here's how you used to drill holes, Kelly.
That's really cool. Yeah. Did you hear that? Not me.
Not you?
No.
How did you drill holes? Watch somebody else do it? I didn't know you were that old. Here's an old straight razor. This is still in the town of Gleeson. This used to be a general store. Sunny? So while we're in Gleeson, we're checking out this old school that was built, I believe, in 1918. This is the entryway. So you have your steps right here, and your pillars right here that held up a header and a ceiling and a roof and all that. But look, it must have had a wooden floor in a basement, because there's no floor anymore. You step up the steps and it's a drop off. So this school was appropriately named the Gleeson School. Imagine that. But it says it was large enough to have had 4 teachers at one time. And I don't know if it actually said, oh, last classes were held in 1945. So what is that, 27 years? So it was in operation for 27 years. You can see how many windows it had. And these windows are each, I'd say 4 feet wide by 5 feet tall. It's all grown over now though. This side we can actually go into if we're careful. So we're down in here now. And now we can go on the other side too, because that had a lower entrance. So here's the interior space of this side. And then here's the interior space of this side. I guess they're probably the same size.
Hey guys, if you like the videos that we post here on the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this particular video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment, that would be great, because I will definitely get back to you and share these videos with your friends if you think they would enjoy them. This has been Greg with Fit for Expedition. See you next time.